hopefully after you've read the handouts, you shouldn't have to ask too many questions. He says, okay, I'm just reading some of y'all's messages. Okay, Dillard is here. I remember that name. I used to play for Dillard's. It used to be a little league football team in Anderson. Dillard, I remember that. And I love Dillard, Georgia. I love going up Dillard, buying antiques and stuff.
I wish I was kin to him. I wouldn't be having to take class.
You got that right. You don't live in Dillard, Georgia.
Not in, that's where I always used to go there. Some of the family names joined up, but I couldn't track it back.
Boy, it'd be nice.
They probably wouldn't. They wouldn't share that money anyway.
No. Yeah, they wouldn't take it. Where do you live? Do you live around here?
Liberty now. I'm originally from South Georgia.
Well, South Georgia, that's God's country down there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Liberty, I had to go get a dog up in Liberty. That Gum Humane Society up there. I had to get my son a dog. And we went through Tri-County Tech, but I thought we were going to be in Anderson. That's where I live, born and raised. And well, you got to go up Pickens, up there in Liberty. I was like, good Lord. Y'all got that new turn circle up there, and I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, a redneck and a turn turn circle, we don't know how to use them things.
Oh, yeah.
We're supposed to get one out here where I live, and I just know everybody's going to run up a tree. And they don't even need a bottle of bourbon for it. All right, what's next? Just see, Devorin. Devorin, I don't see Devorin. Elver is here. Faust, I don't see Faust. Hall came this morning. Hall is here again. You just making sure, Miss Hall? Let's see, Hammond. I don't see Hammond. Hotchester is here. I'm sorry, Hotstetler is here. Lander is here. Parker, let's see if Parker is here. I can't see. I don't see Parker. It's Vargas and Yoakum. Vargas, and I need to make sure I pronounce that correct. Vargas Duran.
Yeah.
Duran, dang old 80s band. And Yoakum. Okay, so the only people, I'll check it toward the end to make sure I got everybody here. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Okay, first of all, I want to start with any questions. Y'all read the handouts. You watched the first and second day videos, hopefully. Okay, because watch the questions you ask, because if you ask a question and it's from the first and second day video, I'm going to say watch the first and second day video. But if it's a clarification question, first of all, let me go ahead and mention this. Miss Yoakum has had me before. Has anybody else in the room had me? Turn the volume down a little bit. That's a little bit loud. Okay. Has anybody else had me beside Miss Yoakum? All right, Miss Yoakum, give them one word to describe my class, or two or three words, whatever you want to say.
I don't want to say easy, but I guess laid back and very unconfusing, I guess.
Unconfusing. So that means that some of you hammies out there, you don't need to run around in circles panicking, okay? You've heard her. Just lay back. You don't need to kill yourself, okay? So chill out. I get so many of these students. When's this due? I guarantee you somebody was fixing to explode because I was 15 minutes late, okay? Chill, okay? I will get to you eventually. If I'm absent, I will call you and I will put a message up. I just ran over for my last class. Okay. Does anybody have a question for me before I get started with the handouts? Okay, I'm just going to go over some handouts right quick. and we're just going to talk about some things that I do, okay? First of all, what is the most important handout in the handouts? I'll tell you which one it is. It is called the outline. So I want everybody to go to the outline right now. You should have them printed out because they should be in your hands right now, but I'm not going to say anything. Go to your handout and go to the outline, syllabus and outline. I'm going to pull it up and go to the last page. You should print this page out and glue it, tape it to the front of your notebook. This is the most important page of all the handouts that I send you. Capiche? Why? Because it tells you everything that you're responsible for this class. Every one of these sections you're responsible for. Everyone has homework. Okay? Now I'm going to have to ask, let's see, Miss Hammond, if you could you mute your microphone, please? You got some background noise. And just turn it on if you have to ask me a question. All right? So this is the most important page. You need to print it out. You need to tape it to the front of your notebook or put it on the inside of your notebook. The homework and the tests that are on MyLabs Math 110. Hold on, I'm getting there for you. Here's your Math 1. Everybody should be able to see my screen. 110, there it is. Goes with that outline. So when you go to assignments, there's the assignments that go with the outline. Where's the test, Hubert? Well, let me put test right here. There's the test. Now, you don't see my test because I haven't posted them yet. Here are my tests. I'm going to show them to you. If I could work my dadgum screen. Here are your tests. Now, I want somebody to look at your outline and somebody to look at the test. How many units do you have on your outline?
I got 4. All right.
4. How many unit tests do you see? 7. That's because I break up the outline a little bit. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now. I want everybody to take a piece of paper right now. I want you to write down those unit tests right now. I want you to write every single one of them down because I want to make sure that it's on this recording and that each of you write the question down. I meant the unit. So, Miss Hall, that's a pretty picture of your ceiling. You ought to be able to at least give us eyebrows, at least. I don't think she can hear me. Go ahead and write those down because those are the tests. That's 80% of your grade right there. I'll blow it up a little bit for you. %80 of your grade comes from the unit test and the exam. Miss Hall, we see the top of your head.
Sorry, I'm actually at work.
Where do you work, Miss Hall?
I work at a BMW plant.
Oh, you work in the BMW plant above Greenville?
No, I don't work at that one. I work in Moonville. Or
Oh,
on the
okay.
Moonville.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you can join us from work.
Yeah, I had to ask to make sure I could do this.
Well, you're going to be able to do it. Okay, now, the reason I wanted you to write these down is because after today, you can't say, I didn't know. Okay, so there it is. Now, how will you know how to do these? Well, I will put the dates on them later on today. I'm going to put the dates on them. You don't need to worry about taking these tests right now because that's what we're going to talk about right now. Okay, this class, last day of class is 7/26. And yes, you need to write this down. That's 10 weeks. You've got 7 tests. 7 will go into 10 one time. Three, whatever. 1.43 weeks. Now, I want somebody to tell me what that means.
It means you need to take a test about every week and a half.
Mr. Dillard, me and you are going to get along fine. Okay. 1.43 is about a week and a half. And you are going to take a test every week and a half. Now, that's if you want to pass this class. Okay? If you don't want to pass this class and you want to start making up 5 dead grandmothers and 5 flat tires and all this other stuff, then you go ahead and make those up. But if you want to pass this class, every week and a half, you need to put in your calendar. That's what I'm going to do when I put the dates on the test. I'm just going to go through I'm just going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? Now, I'm going to open up all the homework. I'm going to open up all the homework for now, so you can go ahead and start working as much as you want to. Okay? Because some of you have had a lot of algebra and some of you have not. So we're going to be working with 2 different speeds here. Slow and more than slow. Okay? Fast. I don't want to say fast because if you were able to do that, you wouldn't be in the class. So I'm going to say slow and more than slow. And that's the ones I want to work with. You got to communicate with me by sending me questions. All right? Now, there's 2 things that is going to have to work here. You and YouTube. You and homework. In order for us to get through 7 units in 10 weeks, you're going to have to watch the videos before class, and you're going to have to send me homework questions as you do homework. Why? Because the squeaky door gets what? Grease. If you don't send me questions, I'm assuming you what?
Know it.
You know it. And it takes 2 to tango. You've got to send me questions for me. I can't spend a week and a half going over stuff that you already know. So you're going to have to send me it's called this thing right here that not a lot of students know how to do. Communication. All right? Now, at the end of the week, I will go through a pretest. And that's when I'll probably tell you that the test is due, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to go ahead and put the dates in. But I'll pull up the test. We'll go over it in class. And I'll pull it up right now so you can see the first one. Go to, you won't be able to pull it up, but I can. I'm going to pull up the review. Hold on a second. I got it blown up so much that I can't even see the buttons. Hold on. There we go. And I'm going to let you see what it looks like. I even got bonus questions in here for you. They come from the handouts and the first and the second day videos. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. Excuse me. There's a test question right there. There's a math question. Next. What branch of the military did Hubert serve in? People miss this question. So with United States in front of it. Now, why do I do this? Because I want to make sure you read the dadgum handouts. Okay? The 6 that miss that, they hang a sign around their neck that says, I did not read the handout. Math question. Nothing like that grass is cheap.
No, it's this air conditioner. I'm at work still too.
That's all right. That's fine. I'm just having fun. Oh yeah. If you don't have a sense of humor, you need to drop this class, because I do try to have a sense of humor. So snowflakes and buttercups, you might want to take another class. If you have incomplete assignments and Hubert puts a 0 in for the grade, what will a 0 do to your grade? It will decrease it. Now, what am I talking about? Well, I'm going to write this on this page right here. After the last day of class, write this down, please. After the last day of class, I will assign 0s. What does that mean? What do y'all think it means?
You don't count the 0s until after the class.
I put in the 0s at the end of the semester for anything that you haven't what?
Turned in.
Turned in. Also give y'all a week at the end of the semester to turn in anything that you've missed. Some people still get 0s. Okay? After the last day of class, I will turn in 0s, and if you've missed anything, well, Hubert, how do I know if I've missed anything? If you can click it, you're responsible for it. On My Labs Plus, if you see a homework link and you can click on it, that means you're responsible for it. If you don't know that, then look on your outline, because your outline and My Labs Plus homework are side by side. They're matched. Okay? And if I skip anything, I will tell you, and I will tell you to omit it, and I will omit it, and you can't click on it. It'll be grayed out, which means you can't click on it. Miss Yoakum, please verify, tell these people that I'm telling the truth. She's not saying anything.
He is. Sorry.
I paid her to say that. Okay. Next, let's look at the questions. After I put in the 0s, it'll decrease your grade if you miss anything. Another math question. Another math question. Okay, what happens here? If a student does not complete homework, assignment, or test, what grade will be recorded for that assignment? Does anybody know why I'm giving 3 bonus questions that has the same thing on it? Anybody want to take a stab at it? Y'all can talk. I don't bite.
To make sure we read the syllabus and everything.
Yeah, but this is why. Because I will get somebody this semester that will come up to me at the end of the semester at grade turn-in after they've got an F or a D. And you know what they will tell me? They will tell me that they didn't know a 0 would be turned in for grades that are missing. Even though they answered this question on every single test. Of course, they don't get anywhere because my department head knows that I put these bonus questions on my test. Test question. Why does Hubert not do extra credit, bonus points, or dropping any grades at the end of the semester? Because I give you extra points on these tests. I give you 30 to 40 points on every test. And I'm going to tell you about the test here in just a minute and what I do to it as far as when you take it. In your grade book, if you find final grade has completed all your assignment, which should you choose? Overall grade. You don't have to do that anymore, but it's the only thing that makes sense. Have y'all noticed anything about the answers? Somebody tell me which is the answer here.
It's A,
Why is it not B?
because that doesn't add up to 100.
This is the second most missed bonus question. Wait till you see the first one. Another math question, another math question. Okay, if you look at your overall grade and it has decreased, you had zeros and you didn't do all your work. Math question, math question, math question, math question, math question, math question. Although covered in the handouts, first day of class, what's the best way to contact Hubert? Well, it used to be email, his cell phone is the best way. That's where everything comes through my cell phone. But now it's with Teams. Okay, that's an old question. I'm just showing you what kind of questions I give you on a test. Does Hubert replace your lowest test? This is another one. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you replaced our lowest test with the final exam. 4 of these questions, each one on each test. It's 7. In Math 110, you get 7 of these on each test. Well, 1 of these on each test, and you try that. No, don't work. Math question, math question, math question. What should a student do if something happens and they're out of class for a while? Wait till after grade turn-in and bring helicopter mom with you. Communication. Miss Hall, you said you work for BMW, right?
Yes, I do.
What would happen if you went on a cruise and you didn't tell BMW?
I would get fired.
You wouldn't go get your mom and tell, or parent or guardian or somebody or a friend to come and make an excuse for you?
No, that would just be pointless.
Okay. Just wanted to ask that one question. Next. Thank you, Miss Hall. Test question. When does the homework terminate? Toward the end of the semester, toward the end of the material, when Hubert pulls up the test during class, like I'm doing right now. Here is the most missed. I want somebody to tell me how you missed this question. That is the most missed question on the bonus questions. I want somebody, I've yet to have a student explain to me how 6 students out of 30 missed this question.
Probably not paying attention.
Laziness, really.
Laziness or not being able to read the question. It's the only thing I can think of. Or just DAD syndrome, dumb attitude disorder. If you miss a question on a test and you want to challenge it, what should you do? Which one do you think it is?
Ask to meet you after class.
Bravo. What do y'all do? Charlie? Send several emails to Hubert, and the reason you have to is because I won't answer them, because I don't answer emails that I've already covered. And since I covered this the first week of class, if you send me an email that says, I want to talk to you about, you just see me after class. You don't have to send me an email. You just see me after class. And there's another math question. I don't know, did we do all the bonus questions? I got a 33 and I did not answer a single math question. Let's talk about the test. Write this down. I usually give you 4 days to take the test. I give you 90 minutes to take a 50-minute exam. So I give each of you an extra what? 40 minutes. Miss Yoakum, did you ever need extra time on my test? They're always 50 minutes. How do I know? I've got a way to the computer with our test making software. It takes an average of the questions on how long the students take to do it, and it'll tell us how much, and it'll add it up. And when I get to 50 minutes, I stop it, and that's how many questions you get. And I give you 90 minutes to take a 50-minute test. You get 3 attempts. I take the highest grade. Why do I give y'all 4 days, 90 minutes, and 3 attempts?
Well, you got no excuses.
How did you know that?
Been around.
You used to use excuses as a student, didn't you?
A little
That's
bit.
how I come up with it.
That's been about
Like
15 years ago.
tires. Yep. Final exam. In this case, I think classes end on a Thursday, so I will give you Friday to Monday. I think that's the way it is. That July, I think it's 28th through the 30th or something like that. I think that's Friday through Monday, I think. Somebody can look and verify it. So that's 4 days. You'll have to take the final. You have 2 attempts. Takes the highest. And you have 2 hours to take about an hour test. Now, the only thing that I want to discuss other than the test now is the homework. And I just want to show you one thing about the homework. In the email, I told y'all that I would hold virtual office hour recording on Fridays. Didn't I tell y'all that? But what is that based on? What is my office hours based on? It said it in the handout if for the one person that read it. Okay. What does it say? It says that I base the handout, the recording on what y'all send me as far as what?
Questions on the homework.
Okay, so what if Friday rolls around and nobody sent me questions?
Gonna be a short office.
That's your first yawn. Remember, you reach 3, I throw you out. We actually had a teacher at Tri-County Tech that if you yawned 3 times, they would throw you out of the class. DAD, he was fired. You know, have y'all ever met some of these teachers that ain't got a lick of common sense?
All the time. I work at Clemson.
Where do you work up there?
High voltage shop.
That's right in the center of the dadgum. That's right there near the stadium.
We're on the way they've got us like off of Seneca Creek. We're over by the nursery, the new daycare.
What's right
now.
right there at the stadium, right there in that old building?
You got the steam plant, and then you got facilities.
Okay. I thought that was where you worked. Okay. But yeah, we've had students. We had one, I ain't even gonna talk about it. One day when we got time, we'll talk about it. There's been some humdingers work at Tri-County Tech, let me tell you. And they call themselves smart and intelligent, but some of them are dumb as a rock. I ain't kidding you. I mean, why would you do that? Throw a student out for yawning. All right, let's look at the homework and then I'll shut up. The homework, you go to the homework, you pull it up, go to assignments. All of them are open, so you can start working. Some of y'all, when's the test? When's the test? You haven't even started working on the first homework yet. I know somebody's out there fixing to ask it. Don't ask it, because I'm going to bite your head off. All right. Orientation, do the orientation, do the intermediate. Here we go, intermediate algebra. Look here, I want to show y'all something. It's a trick I learned in the war. You take this question 6 here, and look at this button. Well, I got to bring it down a little bit. There it is. Question help. Some of you have used this software before, or this website. Click on that. These two help you do it. Sometimes you might have a video. Sometimes you might have a graphic tutorial. They are designed, this button right here is to help you when you're at home and you don't have a teacher or you don't have a tutor. It's to help you at home. But what if you don't know how to do it after you've gone through and done it? That's when you send it to me. Okay? You don't write it down, take a picture of it, and send it to me with email. I'm going to delete it. You don't take a picture of it and send it to me as an email. I will delete it. Why? Because you're not following essay directions. You're doing your own thing, and that's not the way you do things. You do it the way I tell you to do it. You hit Ask My Instructor. You say, please help me. I suck. Okay, now I did it like that for a reason. Because I don't want you to think I just sent it like 10 minutes ago. I'm sending it right now. Now watch. I'm going to go to my email. And the next time we meet, or on Friday, I'm sorry, we don't meet in here. On Friday, I'll go to my 110. There it is right there. I'll go to my 110 folder, which is right here. And there is my question. And if I've got 5 questions Friday, I will do a recording and I'll put it up on it'll be in YouTube. It'll be called Math 110 2021 Summer Virtual Office Hours. And you will find now if you don't send me any questions, I don't do the video. I got to have questions. You got to feed the horse. I got to have questions in order to do it. And there it is. And there it is right there. I just sent that question to me not 30 seconds ago. Okay, and that's that. Now, how do you get to Hubert's email? How do you get to Hubert's YouTube? You pull up YouTube. You pull up Hubert McClure. You click on the pink shirt. You go to playlist. And the most recent Math 110 is that one right there, which is fall. Click on View Playlist. There's the first and second day, which everybody should have already watched that. And then here's the start of the review. Now, in order for y'all to finish this class, you're going to have to write down every week and a half test, week and a half test, week and a half in your calendar. And you're going to have to jump on these videos starting tonight and start doing homework problems. That's how you do it. And you send me questions and I fill in the gaps. Kind of like mortar. I fill in the gaps. All right. Now I'm just giving you the whole spiel. We got 5 minutes. Somebody ask me a question. I know I've missed something.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
How does attendance work?
This is the only week you have to worry about. Oh, let me tell you about that. Here at Tri-County Brick Phone College, you know I actually have to take attendance for online class.
Mm.
So what I usually do is I usually look at your homework, Mr. Devorin. Is it Devorin?
Davern.
Devorin. I actually look at your homework and see if you did anything that week, and I give you a check if you did anything that week.
Okay.
I go in, I'll show you what I do. I go into your grade book, my grade book, and y'all don't have any grades there, so I can pull it up. And I pull up your name, and it'll show me if you've done anything that week. And if you've done something that week. Now, for this week, all of you already have attendance for this week because you attended this check-in. But anybody else, you know, every other week, I just look, and I'll be honest with you, I really don't care whether you're, I hate to say it like that. I do care about you, but I don't care as far as you, you know, being here every day. You know, how am I going to take attendance in a online class? And if I didn't get a nasty email, I would just say bump it, and I wouldn't even do it. But I'm going to get a bureaucratic email, so I got to play the game. And I'll look at Mr. Is it Mr. Hochstetler? Did I say that right?
You're close. It's Hosteller.
Okay.
The C and H are
Hochstetler,
silent.
okay.
Yeah,
I'll look
C and
at
H are
his
silent.
grade, and if he's done one question during the week, I'll give him attendance. Okay?
Okay.
Miss Elver, I was curious. Now, Hochstetler, that's more of a German name.
Yeah.
What
Yep.
about Elver? What's Elver?
It's Elvire, but it's a Hispanic last name.
Hispanic. Okay. Is Dillard, is that redneck?
As far as we've tracked it down, we're French German, I believe, something like that.
McClure is Scottish Irish.
Yeah, we come.
So I
from
guess I'm a
long
black
line of
Irish. I'm black Irish. And a lot of people, that is a real term, okay? I didn't make that up. It's a real term. Oh, my whole family, my mother and my father's side is Irish. And I turned out with red hair and blue eyes. So, okay, who else got questions? Come on, ask me questions.
As far as the attendance check-in stuff, bear with me. This is the first course I've taken in about 15 years. But so we need to do another check-in video with you tomorrow. Okay,
This
one
is
is
it.
done.
This
All
is
right.
it. See, this check-in is just so the computer, Tri-County Tech, won't spit y'all out.
Okay.
Y'all have to attend the first week, or the computer, if the teacher turns in an absence for you in an online class, the computer will spit you out after Friday, and you'll have to go through a bunch of paperwork to get back in the class.
Okay.
So y'all are here because I wrote y'all off. In fact, I'll go ahead and call the roll again. And if I don't call your name, then let me turn off the recording. If I don't call your name, then you need to speak